what we are going to learn today, the first thing is how to configure Openscript to run Selenium script. Basically, Selenium scripts written in the web driver scripts. Okay.
Okay.
We will see download and configure JDK 1.8 and above, because that's what works with latest Selenium. Okay.
Okay.
We need a JDK. We will see how to set environment path to read.
So our current current OATS version is
12.5.
okay.
12.5.3. Okay. And that's 32-bit as well as a 64-bit machine.
Okay.
So we will see all these things step by steps, and then later on we will see.
Okay.
We will run one sample Selenium script using Openscript. Okay. So let's see that. Now you can see I have already opened the Openscript, right? So generally, whenever we are creating a script in an Openscript, we used to use new, and then based on this, we used to create our scripts, right?
Yeah.
So before even I proceed with this, we have to switch to a developer's perspective. Okay. So let's switch our Openscript to a developer's perspective. Go to a view and select developer's perspective. Now, if you look at this, I am in the developer's perspective. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I know if I want to run Selenium, what I need? I need Selenium jars, right? Because Selenium is an API, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll simply say Selenium download. So let's go to Selenium download. This is the official Selenium website. Let's scroll down. We will go to Selenium web driver, right? So Selenium web driver. This is what we want, and we are going to use a Java version of it, correct?
Yeah.
So we need this one. So latest release is 10.8, 3.0.1. We will see any other thing, nothing. ID plugin, fine. So we need this one. Where is that? Where is it? Java client, Selenium client and web driver. So I'll click on download. I'll get a zip file. Selenium Java 3.0.1.zip. Okay.
Okay.
Once I get this zip, let it download. So basically, Selenium is an API. So we need to import all the Selenium jars into our project, so that the Eclipse or the Openscript tool, whatever we are using right now, should understand the Selenium language, right? Whatever we are going to,
Okay.
whatever we are going to write the Selenium scripts, unless and until we have these jars, the application will not understand how to run them. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing we need is a JDK 1.8 and above. Okay. So before I download, let me check do I have a JDK or not. Okay. So I'll go to settings. I'll go to system. Oh no, sorry. No. I'll go to control panel. I'll go to programs. I will search, do I have any JDK already installed? I see I do not have anything, right?
Yeah.
I do not have any JDK. That's the reason I will need JDK 1.8 and above. So what I'll do over here is, another thing, you have to make sure, so whatever JDK you are planning to use, like a 32-bit or 64-bit.
Okay. So based
You
on the machine.
should be using same type of application to run them. What I mean to say, our Openscript is 32-bit application. Okay, that's why it needs
JDK also 32-bit.
32-bit JDK. Okay,
Okay.
which is 1.8 and above. So now I'm going to say 32-bit JDK 1.8 JDK 1.8 32-bit free download. Okay, this is the one. I'll click on this Oracle official website. Now we have to add, this is the one, right?
Okay.
This is for Windows. This is update 111, and this is JDK 8 update 112. These are the different ones. Fine. So I'm going to accept license agreement first, and this is what I'm going to download. Okay.
Okay.
So let's click on this. See, I586 is a 32-bit. Okay.
Okay.
And X64 is a 64-bit.
Okay.
So we need to know the difference between this. So another thing is, if you want to make sure which Java version you have, is first you go to command prompt, simply write Java/version. So just cmd network. So now we are downloaded and installing JDK 32-bit 1.8 and above. So once it gets installed, we will cross verify in control panel, and then we'll continue.
Okay.
Another important thing we will see is setting up the environment parameters, because that is also important for the tool to understand where your JDK is there. So until you get installed, let me show you that where we are going to set up. So, what two things are running around. Output is not this one. Okay, this one. SPC properties, advanced system settings, and then environment variables. Okay. So here we will have something called as path. Okay. Here we need to set that JDK path, as well as here we have to create a variable called as Java home. Okay. And we have to set that path in the Java home as well. So let it install and then I will show you. Install.
But it's 64, right? But we have to see only Openscript is 32-bit or 64-bit,
Exactly.
right?
The application which is going to consume it, that we need to see basically.
Okay.
So that's the reason.
So what's they have given to public only 32-bit. We don't have 64-bit, right?
Yeah, the OATS which we are using is 32 bits. The Openscript tool seems to be a 32 bit. That's why. Okay. So we will do the configuration little bit after that. But first, we know that whenever we create a Selenium scripts, first we create a project, right? So I'm going to create a sample project. So here we are going. If you look at this, we have 4 options. Openscript. So if I expand Openscript, these are the functions which we used to see when we are in the tester's perspective, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
These are the things we used to see in the tester's perspective. Now we are going to use the Java project because we are going to create a Java project in which Selenium scripts would be there, right?
Okay.
Next. Now here we have to give the project name. So let me give the project name as introduction or maybe Selenium script. Selenium scripts also. Okay. So I'm creating a new work. Now here, if you look at this, the JRE, which is going to currently it is saying it's going to use which one? Openscript, right?
Yeah.
The default JRE. This is important. If you want to run, what is a Selenium scripts using Openscript, here you need to do a change. So here you have to click on configure JRE. Now I can see I have only one thing added over here, install JRE. I need to click on add standard VM. Okay. Next, in the JRE home, I'll click on directory. I know the one which is installed just now, right? So it is in C drive. This, I'll go to Java, and I have a this is JDK, correct? I'll click on this. I'll click OK. Now it took all the files inside that JDK. Okay. Now I'll click finish. Now if you look at this, now it shows me 2 JDKs over here. One is Openscript and another is the one which we have installed.
Okay.
I'm going to check this one because I want this project to utilize this JDK and not the default one which is an Openscript. Correct?
Okay.
Then I'll click OK. Now if you see this project which I am creating a new one for us to run a Selenium scripts is going to use a default JRE which is this one. The other thing what I can do is here is the default JRE I can make it as Openscript because whenever I switch back to a tester's perspective I don't want any issues. Okay, so let the default be an Openscript, but here I choose this one, use project specific JRE, and in the drop down I'm going to select my own.
Okay.
So only when I switch back to the developer's perspective to run a Selenium script, it's going to consume this JRE.
Okay.
You're getting my point, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to click OK. Finish. I'll click yes. So now it's going to create, it has created a new project for me, right?
Mhm.
It has created a new project for me, and now we are good to go. But before that, we are going to see something related to a Java path, which I'm saying we need to make sure that it is pointing to the correct JDK in the environment parameter.
Okay.
So let's do that
So JDK should be 1.8 and above for any version, right?
for Selenium, for the Selenium latest version, right? It has
Okay.
to be. Oh, so let's go back to your environment variables. Now here you see right now
Mhm.
we do not have any Java home.
Okay.
So click new, give name as Java underscore home. Okay. Now here we need to provide the whatever JDK I want it to use. That particular path I need to provide. So I'll go back to downloads. Where is my JDK? See this Java JDK. This is the path, right? I'll copy this path and I'm going to paste it over here. Fine. Java home, and in the variable value you are going to paste the JDK path.
Okay. We have to give any specific name or should be no
No, it
Java?
has to be Java underscore home.
Okay.
Because these are the specific paths. Okay, so we have added a Java home, correct?
Okay.
Now you go to the path. This is what we need. So if you double click on it, right now whatever you see, so all of them are having different paths. Now we have to add again a Java path over here.
Okay.
So, and what is that? The same path, but here you have to go to a bin folder. Now till this path you need to add under a path.
Mm.
Click new, give the path, click OK. Now if you look edit over here, you see your path is also added over here.
Okay.
So these two things we need to do. One is adding a Java home environment variable and giving the path, and then under path, under system variable we have to give path till bin. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are good to go ahead. So click OK. Click OK.
So on top you added Java home and
Yeah.
down system
In
where
user variable we have a Java home, and in system variable we have path.
okay.
Okay. In path
Till
we have to
bin.
give till bin.
Okay.
Now let's come back to the Selenium scripts. Okay. Now this is the project which got added. Now we know what we need. We want a Selenium jars. So let's go back to Selenium folder. I want all these jars to be imported for my project, right?
Okay.
So I'll right click on my project. I'll go to properties. Then I'll have Java build path. Okay. Now under Java build path, I'll go to libraries. Then you try to import external jars,
Okay.
because I want Selenium jars to be imported for this project, right?
Yeah.
Add external jars.
Okay.
Go back to the folder where you have your Selenium jars. I have it in download. Selenium Java. Now this is the first jar which I need to import, right?
Okay.
So I'll click.
So we can keep anywhere, right?
You can keep
Like
anywhere.
downloader. Okay.
You just make sure once you import, you do not misplace them from here and there. Right?
Okay.
Now I'll click open. I imported one jar, right? Similarly, again add external jar under lib. Whatever jars are there, control A, everything you have to import. So now we have imported all the Selenium jars. Can you see?
Yeah.
So we have imported all the Selenium jars. Now I'll click OK. Now it is for this particular project. Now it's going to, if I expand this, now if you see, these are the Selenium JRE jars which got imported, right?
Yeah.
And which got imported, and the other jars are your Selenium jars. If I expand this, all these are the Selenium jars. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go back to a command prompt and see whether I'm able to see the Java version. Okay. So I'll simply say Java version. Now, if this command is giving you appropriate Java details, means your Java setup is correct. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to go till C drive. You have to write Java/version. Then it says it is accessing this particular JDK 1.8.0.111. Then it also shows you the JRE details and another details, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if this command is giving you appropriate result, means your your Java setup is correctly done.
Okay.
Now we are good with the Selenium script. So we have imported Selenium jars also, and now under this project, I'm going to create a new package. So generally, what we do is in Openscript we do not go into all these packages and project and class and all, right? Because we actually do not worry about it. All our scripts in Openscripts are on only single project, which is an Openscript project. Okay.
Okay.
But here in Selenium, we create different packages. Packages are nothing but kind of a test suite. Okay.
Okay.
So one package is a one test suite inside which I will write different class files, which are nothing but my different Selenium scripts. Okay.
Okay.
So we can create multiple packages under this project. Like you consider we have one repository, right? Under repository, we create a different Selenium scripts, different open scripts, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Similarly, here under this project, we can create a different packages, nothing but different test suite, and inside that we will create a different class files, which is your Selenium scripts. So let me create a new package over here. I will give sample Selenium script. Okay.
Okay.
And click finish. So I have created one package inside that particular. Now I'll click. I want to create a class. So nothing but I am going to create a new script. Okay. So I'll say first, or I'll say hello world. Let's say. Hello world. And in Selenium, we want public static void. Okay. This method has to be there. Otherwise, it will not work. So that's why I'm selecting this public static void and click finish. Now we have created a class file, a .java file inside my package, which is I'm calling it test suite. Okay. Now here you can write your Selenium code, whatever you want inside this public static void, whatever you write. So let's say I'm saying comment Selenium code. Now here I'm going to write whatever code I want to. Right click, enable the line numbers if you want, save it. So now we can write whatever Selenium code I want to inside this. So let's say a very simple. What I'll do is I'm going to, and you observe this. Whatever class we are going to create, the same class file contains. Means this is a single Selenium script. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are going to write a simple code. Let's say a web driver. I'm going to create a new driver. Let's say I'm a Firefox driver. I did not install the add-in in the Firefox. If you look at this, right now I'm getting one errors. Why those errors are coming? Let's try to understand. So just hover your mouse. Wait. Okay. Now it says import the web driver, right?
Okay.
I need to import that particular file or that particular library inside this particular class. So I'll click on this. So it has imported that particular package. Similarly, for Firefox driver, I'll import the Firefox driver. Okay.
Okay.
So now this both of these errors will go control S. Now if you look at this, it has imported. If we open the import, it has imported couple of things due to which those errors has gone, right? Now we have created a driver. Now let's say I want to launch a driver. So in Selenium, we write driver dot, let's say get, and let's say I want to navigate to www.google.com. We'll save it. Okay. Are you okay till this?
Yes, Oro.
Okay. So now, when I want to run the Selenium script, I will just simply return a normal driver, and we are going to navigate to this particular URL. So you have to
Okay.
right click, run as Java application. Either this, or you can simply click this play button. Okay.
Okay.
Anything is fine. So let me try to run it. Oh, I do not have Firefox browser, is it? I don't know. Where is my console? I'm getting some exception. Yeah, make sure the Firefox is installed. I do not have Firefox, it seems. You understood what the issue is, right?
Yeah.
I do not have Firefox. Oh, I have it, is it? Okay, okay. I'll download it. Let's. So in the console, I'm getting that error. So let's go back to the console. Used to be event and build list. Fine. Right. Let me quickly download the Firefox.
Will it
Let's see.
support all versions of Firefox?
That's what I'm trying to see. This will support which version I need to check. Selenium this. I am not sure, so let me check. It's Selenium with Firefox version. Should we use Selenium 3 again? Which Firefox shall we download? These are the questions. The one who regularly uses maybe will know. So Firefox Java can't stand for Selenium 3.0.1 with FF49 and Python. We don't want Python. So Firefox for Selenium web browser this, Python this. What are the answers? You can place Go.exe in the this is another path. I hate this setting actually. This is another setting which actually needs to do when this doesn't work. I just want to watch. So what happens sometimes? The one which we are trying to run the script generally it will invoke the Firefox browser and it will try to navigate to google.com. Okay. Sometimes that throws an exception. So if you get that exception, there is one this setting. We call it as like the Grover setting. This one you can see some people have suggested, right? Not this. The gecko driver.exe, right? This has to be added in the path. There is some complex setting over here. I will tell you this if it doesn't work on your machine. But like right now, let's not go into this. I just want a Firefox browser which I can download. So I'll simply say Firefox download for Selenium. This is the add-in. I don't want this one. Sorry. What did it say? Works with Firefox. This downloading. I don't know what I'm downloading. Let's see. Selenium setup is very, what is it? Not that easy. It varies from machine to machine.
Okay. But anyways, this will not support for Sibyl, right?
Yeah, it will not. You can try if your objects are getting detected, but I don't see that might get detected. You will miss a lot of objects. Maybe it will record only web.web. Everywhere.
But OATS records not for Selenium.
The OATS will detect all the objects properly. The OATS, you don't need to worry about all this setup actually. It automatically does it for you. The initial setup of Eclipse and then Java, JRE, and then, setting up the environment variables, creating different class files and in the particular project. Okay, now it is downloaded. I can see. Again, I can refresh this.
So there is one add-in for Firefox, Selenium Builder.
Yes. Selenium Builder is there. Selenium ID is there. There are a lot of add-ins are there which helps you to read the XPaths, create the record and playback Selenium scripts. And don't import anything. Next, starting Firefox is ready.
Have you used any time Selenium Builder?
Not really. No.
Okay.
How is it?
It's very nice here. Actually, no, when we want to write no just simple code, like launch, and no, you want to set a Gmail account and password, submit. For this, we have to write code, right?
Mhm.
Uh, driver dot get URL and no driver dot find element and get the XPath
Correct.
and you dot set and the values. You have to do all this, right?
Mhm.
Actually the builder itself is going to do all these things. The builder itself will going to get the XPath, the code what you created, right? The same code it will going to create the builder, and
Oh,
it will ask you what technology or what kind of coding you want it. You want C or you want Java, you want C sharp, or you want Python. What kind of code you want it? That is the one it will going to show you. And at the same time, it will ask you whether you want TestNG or no, how, what kind of methodology which we have already all built in, it will going to show you.
all
If
right.
you want, we can do one sample right away. That's very nice. Even now, I struggling to write for one registration a form that I need to know every object I have to get identify XPath and just I have to get the uniqueness. But the tool itself is going to identify. That's the one best part of builder.
Selenium builder, right?
Yeah, not ID builder.
No,
See,
I'm just trying to download some of. Okay. Yeah. This is the one.
yeah. After seeing this only, just I thought of very few things which I can without coding I'll do it. I thought of to export those things.
But the builder will give you the script only, I think, ultimately, right?
No, it will give you a script with the web instance, what the web instance you are creating, right, driver. That is the one it will going to create us. We'll do it from sample. So from you also I yeah, I'll come to know the things what is the drawback or if there is anything.
Okay.
But because I ran successfully, it was fantastic.
Okay. So now let me try
Okay.
to run this once again. Okay.
Just to minimize. Okay. Okay, we'll finish this one.
Yeah, we will finish this. I just want to see whether it's working or not.
Okay.
Then Java application. Again, some exception. The part to the driver executable must be set by, see this gecko driver I told you, right?
Mhm.
When we get this error, we have to do another setting.
Mhm.
So on that setting, we have to do. What is this? G Selenium Firefox driver. You can check the full documentation here. System path, you need to add the directory containing executable system path. Only on Linux system you can know. On Windows you need to update the path system variable to add the full directory path of the executable. The principle is the same on the Unix. The below configuration path to geckodriver.exe. So I have to download that, is it? Here also it is giving that, right? So you can learn latest version. It is okay. Basically, you have to download this.
Now we are going with the Windows now, right?
Yes, yes. This one I downloaded.
Then check.
Windows with my Windows is 64-bit, right? This issue we got, right? So it just says here download this. You need to pass this exe file in the property. This will have to add. Just okay, code drivers. Here is the code driver. Script. This is the exe which I need to provide. What it says before even I do this, we have to do set property here, and we have to do. So let me expand this system.set property. After this, I need to give a path. This is the path. To give the backslash. Right, save it. Okay, you understood what I did, right?
Yeah.
I downloaded it, and now we need to set the property file for this. So now let me try to run it. Right click.
Why will it do this actually exe?
I'm really not sure. They are saying while connecting to the Firefox, we receive an error. So we have to download this Gecko driver, and then we have to.
Okay.
When I see oh, it has launched. See, that's great. It has launched the browser. Now it has to go to google.com. What's it doing? Okay, again there is an issue. What it says, google.com is not a valid URL. Why says that?
.co.in.
No, this is valid URL, right? Maybe invalid argument exception. Maybe HTTP. We have to give complete. is it? Let's keep this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, now it has appropriately loaded. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how we can run the Selenium scripts using OpenScript. Okay.
Very nice, Saurabh. Finally.
Yeah. It's been long actually. Even I did a setup for the first time. Maybe you will need this couple of things which we did. Okay.
Okay.
You make a note of this, and the rest of the coding would be like whatever you do, right? You you find a particular XPath, and then we do click operation and whatever invitation we do. This is the basic setup where we have to be very much sure. These are the steps you have to first understand.
Okay.
Download and configure the JDK 1.8 and above, which has to be 32-bit because the OpenScript which we are using is a 32-bit, right?
Yeah.
If you are trying to run a Selenium scripts using Eclipse, most of the time the recent Eclipse the people download is a 64-bit Eclipse. So in that case, you will have to use 64-bit JDK. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's like whatever application you are using to trigger the Selenium script, you have to use the compatible JDK for it.
Mhm.
So we did this, and another thing what we did is for that project, for this particular project, we right clicked, go to project, and under sorry,
Libraries.
yeah, here we have imported all the Selenium jars, right? And another thing is while creating a new project, we have specifically given a condition that it has to use that particular JDK. Where is it? Where is it? Resources. No. Okay. So it's like when I'm creating a new project, right click new Java project. Here I have specifically used project specific JRE, right? Because
Yeah.
I want a project specific JRE to be this. I don't want currently default JRE to be this.
Mhm.
So now I have this hello script which with which I can go ahead and create my Selenium scripts and I can trigger it. The another thing is now if I want to run on OpenScripts, I'll quickly go to view. I'll turn back to tester's perspective. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll close this. Go to open. Now let's try to open any of our driver script login functionality. Let's say. So I simply turned to a tester's perspective, and now we can open our open scripts and we can run it from here also. Okay, let me check that. Is there any issue because of Java is happening or not? So let me try to run this. It will need environment by digit. Okay, it asks environment file. So it's empty. No, where are the okay. This is what we have created. We have created one local ATS. Empty. Okay, this was one environment file. So we copy this. I go back. Provide it over here. Enter. So my IE has launched. Playback has failed because of some issue. What is that? Let me run it once again. Maybe the add-ons were not enabled. Manage add-ons. Okay, they are enabled now. Close it. Oh, I know. I run. That's great. Oh, it is playing. Okay, I will fix this. What is this? Okay, but the code is not crossed by syntax is in. Oh, okay. Okay. I have to give only till this. I'm giving incorrect path. That's the reason. One small issue causes a lot of trouble. So I have to give like this. Oh, now it's working. So you can see now, right? Using same OpenScript tool, we are flipping it to the tester's perspective, running the OpenScript, and then again we are flipping back to a developer's perspective and to run the Selenium script. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how.
Sora,
Yeah.
one we created WebDriver, right? Can we run it from OpenScript?
No. You can't run it because OpenScript is a separate project altogether. It uses its own JRE, right?
Yeah, but still, can we try? Will it be possible?
No. It will not detect also. See why? Because OpenScript is a separate project. And
Okay.
the Selenium scripts are created in a separate project, like Selenium, sample Selenium. We have created a different project, right?
Okay.
This script has passed. So let me delete this. See now, if you try to see here, can you see that hello world dot Java?
Mhm.
You can't see this, right? You just need to simply close this, go to the view, go to developer's perspective, close this. Now here you are having a project. Here under package explorer under Selenium SRC. This is a test suite. And this is your Selenium script. So here you can do whatever you want. So int let's say abc equal to 10, another int abc 20. Same, we can create a methods here like we did there, right?
Mhm.
Public int add numbers. No, public static void. This is a method. So inside this, we will not able to create a method.
Outside the main, you have to create.
Yeah, we'll have to create an outside to this. So something like this. We'll create. So and one, and two. Return num1 plus num2. Directly return. I don't want anything. Yeah, maybe I will. If I try to use info here, see it will throw you an error. See, because it doesn't understand what is info, right?
Mhm.
And here we have to write system. No?
System out. Sysout.
Okay, correct. I forgot almost. And then here I will write returning two numbers. Like we do in Openscript, right? But there we write directly info. Now this add two numbers I will call here. So I will say calling add two number method. Like whatever we learned in Openscript, the way we create public methods, signatures, and all those things, right?
Yeah.
Same thing you should follow here also. Now here I'll say int result equal to, I will call this method, I will pass two numbers. What is that? ABC, comma, BCD. Now this we can print it here. System dot let's see. Run it. It will launch, it will go to the google.co.in and then it will add and it will print in the console. The another thing is now in Selenium, see the reports, you have to write your own, right? The report generation.
Yeah.
Do not create a report file. See now, the execution would have been done. Let's go to console, view, console. See, returning addition of two numbers, print, return value equal to 40.
Okay.
So, this is how we run the Selenium scripts. Now, if you want to switch back to your Openscript, what you do simply you close it. Better to close it and then switch back. Okay.
Okay.
View and then go to test as perspective. Now you are good with your Openscript. You open the script and run it. So it will run. Okay. Now both are using different JRE. Okay. The Openscript project is using Openscript specific JRE. And the Selenium project is using the JDK 1.8 wala. Correct? Only those many things you have to be